this is the fourth time I am taking video of this, my story, which is some of my first steps to put myself in Aspie, because of that event, which is not, how to say, easy to tell or to understand or for others to hear. I will share. I always share this story when I have to share. It was before almost 22 years. I was having 20. In these days I was going out with one boy we going out for the year in this time, and at that time I have to go home until 11 p.m. We were in one cafe bar near my home. It is airline about 50 meters, and when we got out and having to go home, we were by foot, and he offered to follow me to my home, but I somehow couldn't accept it because he had to go to his home much more. When I was going at my home direction after some of 300 meters, I was having thoughts about what I will take for lunch tomorrow at work. And in one moment I was going all the way, I was going on the edge of the road. Even by side was the place for people who are walking, but that night there was nobody on the street, no car, no people, and I was feeling somehow liberty to act this way, not on the middle but on the edge of the right side. In that moment I felt strange feeling through my legs, between the knees and hips. It was like someone took laser and through that part of legs. I stopped and somehow trying to understand what is happening. I never felt that before. I was somehow trying to hear more, and my ears was like activated. What is happening? I didn't hear nothing. On the street was nobody, no cars. But I was like, maybe a car will hit me. It's better for me to go where people who walk should go. And I was extreme going all right where the people go by foot. And after 10 to 15 steps, I hear a car slowly approaching. To not mention the all, I see the man who was begging for help, and in that moment I decided to enter the car. From all that situation, one guy saved me, not directly. In that empty street where very rare car passed by, he was passing, and that man, which I was plugged by force through my direction of seat, was trying to escape. In that moment I remember the last photos of my family, because I was thinking that he will hit me to not speak what I saw. I saw him too. I had to be on the middle of the road with the hands in the air to make stop that guy who was approaching. He saw us on the street and saw that we had some argument and strange behavior, but he told me that he would never stop because he was thinking that the boy and girl are arguing. I think that I have mentioned two things about that my years of 20s where was not so knowledge about being Aspie. Why that story? Because in the beginning, when I was trying to somehow trying to get me, I was at first time taking books about autism and reading about synapses in our brains, and I remember the sentence about what they think. What is the synapses? It is in prehistorical time to sense attack of another animal. I think the animal had that, but I also have the other thoughts. I wouldn't be Aspie if I don't have about 7 more related to that. But I will never forget that feeling in my legs, in that silence, and totally being relaxed. And I always repeat all situation for someone who is trying to get right with a finger up, always sharing that story to know all my friends knew that I wasn't a person who knew that, and I never was. In that time I was having car and I was always walking, but I'm sorry, because maybe many times when someone will approach and really need help, I wouldn't believe because of many situations in my life and not be able to read what someone else could. That's it.